For more than 2 centuries, republics have promised freedom from tyranny, equality, representation, and progress. But history tells another story. What is equality to some becomes tyranny to others. Representation turns hollow when those elected lose touch with the people they claim to serve. And progress, when detached from purpose, begins to feed on itself. Republics promise to end abuse, yet the abuse is multiplied, hidden beneath polished language and patriotic branding. When power depends on persuasion, politics reward manipulation. When authority depends on popularity, ambition learns to deceive. That is the quiet tragedy of Republican system. They keep creating the very tyrants they were meant to prevent. Monarchies rest on inheritance and duty, structures that discipline ambition. Republics, in big contrast, depend on emotion and competition. When emotion is amplified by millions, it hardens into ideology. Once ideology takes hold, truth becomes secondary to acting. Politics then turn into theater, and every citizen is drawn to pick a side just to belong. The 20th century made this pattern unmistakable. Every totalitarian regime of that era began as a people's movement, a self-proclaimed republic of virtue. Each claimed to represent justice and progress, and each ended by turning citizens into instruments of fear. Stalin rose from Lenin's republic, shaping it into a state that replaced skill with loyalty and inquiry with obedience. He climbed the hierarchy by appearing safe and ordinary to his competition, and then ruled through suspicion. Truth became a tool, history a script, and survival a matter of flattery. Cruelty presented itself as order. Germany followed the same logic under another flag. The Weimar Republic had fractured beyond repair. Its division was too deep to heal. Within that exhaustion, Hitler advanced step by step through procedure, promising unity through fear. Democracy's rules become his tools of control and consent, quietly turning into submission. And then came Cambodia. Pol Pot's revolution spoke of renewal and equality, but delivered complete erasure. Cities were emptied, families divided, culture buried in the name of purity. A republic born in hope, finished in silence. Each story followed the same design. A political order that trusted emotion more than restraint, and belief more than law. Tyranny did not vanish with the dictators of the last century. It learned to smile. Modern republics control less through violence than through emotion. Now, persuasion replaces command. Distraction replaces fear. Approval is measured, opinion adjusted, and fatigue encouraged. Confusion has become the modern form of censorship. Politics drifts from governing to managing emotions, keeping citizens agitated enough to care, but too divided to act. And politics become a ritual of renewal without repair. Monarchies offer an older logic. Their strength lies not in claiming perfection, but in reducing the need for constant reinvention. They preserve space for responsibility to outlast sentiment and for duty to outlive charisma. The difference is practical, and it's not so romantic. Republics try to guarantee honesty through elections, monarchies through continuity. Neither succeeds fully, but one leaves fewer chances for corruption to disguise itself as reform. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.